DreAllDay.com.
All right, so there we have it, everybody. Dre Baldwin, DreAllDay.com. Y'all saw it. Game 4 of the 2020 NBA Finals done. LA Lakers 102, Miami Heat 96. The Lakers now have a 3-1 lead. We know 3-1 leads ain't guaranteed. So first of all, let's talk about the losing team, the Miami Heat tonight. Then we'll talk about the winners, the LA Lakers. Then we'll talk about what we see coming up for Game 5. And I got an Uber Eats delivery on the way right now. My delivery driver's on a bicycle. Actually, she's going to get here before I'm done. But I'll pause it, get my food, and then I'll come back and finish it. But y'all won't even know. I just told you. But anyway, Miami tonight, Tyler Hero, Jimmy Butler were the top scorers, 21 and 22 points respectively. Jimmy with 22, 10 and 9. A great game, great statistical game for Jimmy Butler. 3 steals, 8 for 17 from the floor. He only shot 7 free throws tonight, so he didn't live at the foul line like he did in Game 3. He was a minus 11 for the Heat, and Tyler Hero was a minus 13. So the Heat's top 2 scorers, the guys who had the ball the most, also had the largest deficit in the plus minus tonight. But I don't think anybody on the Heat played bad, really. It was just, some people are making shots, some people are missing shots. Hero was actually, that's the foul line, 8 for 18 from the floor. He took the most shots. He's been aggressive offensively. Kendrick Nunn is a very aggressive offensive player, something that I've noticed as I've seen him play more. I didn't watch him a lot during the regular season. He's very aggressive, but he was only 2 for 11. He was shooting, but he was missing. He wasn't making anything. Jay Crowder, 2 for 7. I mean, he's not a guy you expect a lot from offensively. Bam came back, 15.7 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. These are kind of stat lines that Bam put up during the regular season. He's not a huge stats guy, and I don't think he's 100% right now. Actually, I think we all can agree he's probably not 100% right now. It's not like he looked like he wasn't 100%, but we know that he's not because he's coming off an injury, which this is the regular season. He might miss a week in the regular season, but now he's missed 2 games already. Well, it's been damn near a week. He might miss 2 weeks. This is the regular season. Nobody in the Heat had a bad game. I can't say anybody really played bad. Kelly Olynyk, 4 points, but he only played 12 minutes. He was 1 for 4, but he didn't even play that much. Iguodala, 20 minutes. Iguodala didn't really do much. I'm not sure how much Andre Iguodala we're going to see in the rest of this series because he's not really doing anything when he's on the court. He played 20 minutes, but can you remember one thing Andre Iguodala did in this game tonight? The stat sheet said he didn't do much. He scored 3 points. He had 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 for 3 from the floor. He committed 3 fouls, so that's pretty much it. He didn't really do anything else. But who's taking his spot in the rotation? If Dragic was healthy, Iguodala would not be playing. He wouldn't be in a rotation, but he's the 8th guy in the rotation right now. Or you could maybe even say Kelly Olynyk with Bam back in the lineup. But the Heat, they're a man short right now. That's pretty much the situation. They didn't play bad. They just got beat. All right, tonight was actually a really good game. Both teams had periods where they were in control. The Lakers, obviously, in the fourth quarter, they were in control. But the Heat had control of this game through a lot of the second quarter and the third quarter. The Heat were in control, but I can't say there's anybody who was, like, terrible for Miami tonight. They just lost. On the Lakers side of things, let's talk about the role players first. Last game, I told you that the Lakers just need a 15 or 10 to 20 points from 2 people every single night. That's what they need. So tonight they got 10 from Danny Green. Danny Green has not been playing that great in these finals, but he got 10 points tonight. Otherwise, he didn't really do much. 15 from KCP, who was actually making shots. This is the best I've seen him, or the most I've noticed him. I ain't going to say the best I've seen him. The most I've noticed him in these finals so far in this series. They got 9 points from Kyle Kuzma, who scored most of his points early in the game. 9 points from Markieff Morris. So all of them put together, that's 25 plus another 20. That's over 40 points between those 4 guys. That's what the Lakers need. So they kind of got it from 4 guys combined tonight. Got 7 from Alex Caruso. Rondo only had 2 points, but 7 rebounds, 5 assists, which is what Rondo does. Even though he was 1 for 7 from the floor, it seemed like Rondo was just making plays. He was 1 for 7 from the floor, but it seemed like he was always making a play. Rondo has a nose for the ball. He has a nose for being in the right place. Again, 5 assists, 7 rebounds, even though he wasn't making shots. And he was a +8, even though he wasn't making anything. So Rondo finds a way to contribute, and he played 28 minutes off the bench. Him and Markieff are the 2 main guys off the bench for Lakers. And also Caruso played 22 minutes, Kuzma with 20. So Lakers kind of have a 9-man rotation right now. And it's actually an 8-man rotation, if we're being honest, because Dwight Howard, he played 7 minutes, 49 seconds, didn't do anything. Didn't score. He had 2 rebounds. He shot 1 shot that he missed. He had 2 turnovers and a foul. He didn't do anything else. Dwight Howard is pretty much a I said this the last game. He's like a de facto starter. He starts, but he doesn't actually play. So he starts, he comes out, and you don't see him anymore the rest of the game. They're basically going with AD as the center, Markieff Morris as the other big, and that's pretty much it. And then Caruso will come in. Kuzma can kind of play it in a pinch. The Heat are going with Crowder and Iguodala as their quote-unquote power forward, and Bam is the big. And so it's pretty much this is a small ball series. This is the way the game's going, as people are saying. So Dwight Howard ain't really playing. As I said in the Denver series, I didn't think he should be playing that much. They needed him against Jokic, who's a big plotting big guy, but the Heat don't have a big plotter like that. So there's no need for Dwight to play. It's not a condemnation of Dwight. Dwight is who he is at this point in his career. They don't really need him in this series against this team. That's just what it is. Anthony Davis and LeBron, both of them were pretty quiet in the first half. Neither one of them was really doing a lot. But in the second half, they both started to come alive. Anthony Davis with the big three at the end. He had a couple big threes in this game, actually. The couple big blocks that he made, 22 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 blocks, 8 for 16 from the floor. Made all his free throws, plus 17 overall. He had the highest plus minus on the team for the Lakers by far. Nobody had even half that plus minus. So AD on the court really helped the Lakers tonight. LeBron, quiet first half, very quiet first half. And I tweeted about how he passed up to shoot a 3 at the buzzer at halftime. He didn't even try. I think he was just not feeling how the Lakers were going at that time, or maybe how he was going. But he woke up in the second half, 28 points, 12 rebounds, 8 assists. This is more like a LeBron game that I expect in the finals, where he's definitely at the high 20s in points, more than 10 rebounds, and usually he ends up getting triple doubles. So he's 35 now, so I guess we can cut him a little bit of slack. 28, 12, and 8 would be a career stat line for any other player in the NBA right now. LeBron did it. All right, now my Uber Eats is here. So I'm going to pick up this Uber Eats, and then we'll pick up the second half of this. All right, so I got my Uber Eats now, continuing with what I was saying. So talking about AD and LeBron, Anthony Davis, 22, 9, 4 assists, steal, 4 blocks. Again, 8 for 16 from the floor, highest plus minus of anybody on the floor tonight for the Lakers side. And LeBron, I think I was on LeBron, 28, 12, and 8. I mean, anybody else in the NBA put up that stat line in the finals game. That's like a career highlight. That's a normal thing for LeBron. And they won tonight, so this one just feels different. 8 for 16 from the floor, just like AD. Again, neither one of them was just jacking up a whole bunch of shots, but LeBron lived at the free throw line tonight, so he did what Jimmy did last game. He did it tonight. 10 for 12 from the free throw line. And LeBron is notoriously sometimes a little bit shaky at that foul line. 10 for 12 tonight, so he was locked in doing his thing. He had 5 turnovers in the first half, only 1 turnover in the second half, only 2 fouls, -2 overall, but it means LeBron, so we don't hold the plus minuses against him as much because he's out there. Every minute that counts, he's out there. So tonight's game, I mean, there's no one player or either side that I can really say played bad. There's nobody to really condemn for what happened here tonight for the Heat. He just got beat. The Lakers just played better tonight, or maybe they just are better, whatever it is. He just got beat tonight. I mean, Jimmy Butler did what he could, 22, 10, and 9. He only shot the ball 17 times. If I'm the Miami Heat, let's say we take some of those shots away from Kendrick Nunn and get those to Jimmy Butler, but Jimmy needs to take those shots himself. I mean, it's not about what Kendrick Nunn is doing. He ain't even starting. He played 25 minutes. Jimmy played 43 minutes, the most minutes of anybody on the court. So he was out there. He just wasn't taking the shots, and Jimmy Butler's going to have to take it. I mean, if the Heat are going to win in this series, if they're going to send this to a game on Sunday, if Friday's not going to be the end of the series, Jimmy's got to be more aggressive and just looking for his shot. He was looking for his shot more in Game 3 and driving to the hole and getting fouled a lot and then passing to his teammates. He's got to do that, and that's the way the Heat are going to win. The Heat are going to win. Jimmy has to take it. This kind of equitable shot distribution that the Heat are doing. This can work in the regular season. It's obviously not working here in this series. They did it. Again, nobody played bad tonight. They just got beat. And I think if Dragic is playing for Miami, they could have won. This could be a different series. All right, this could be at least a 2-2 series. The Heat could. I ain't even going to say they could be 3-1. They could at least won another one of these games had they had somebody like Dragic, because he can score. He can get off. He can become offensive minded. And I think he could take any of the Lakers guards, not a LeBron, but one of Danny Green or KCP. I think he can get to the rim against one of those guys and help his teammates out or help himself out. Whereas Duncan Robinson, obviously, he's not a ball handler. Tyler Hero obviously has some skills, but I think Dragic, that caginess of being able to break down defenses, he could do it a little bit better than Tyler Hero. Tyler Hero may eventually become better than him, but right now, I think Dragic is that guy. The Heat needs somebody who can like really take the ball and make plays offensively, aggressively. And right now, Jimmy's not doing it. And if he doesn't do it in Game 5, even if the Heat play well, they play well tonight, they will lose and this series will be over. So my prognosis for Game 5 of this series, just for selfish reasons, I know I picked the Heat to win in 7, but as I told you, I always pick the underdog. For selfish reasons, if the Lakers are going to win this series, they might as well just finish it out on Friday. Just finish it out in this series. The reason I say for selfish reasons is for number one, I don't usually stay up this late. It is 12:03 a.m. Eastern. I usually go to bed like 4 hours before this because I wake up early in the morning every day, but I've been staying up late for the finals games. And if ain't nothing else going to happen, I'm tired of staying up late. Just end the series on a Friday night so we're all fine and good and it's over. As far as just as a basketball fan, if a team's up 3-1, I want to see them put their foot on that other team's neck and finish them off. If you're up 3-1, the other team can win Game 5. Now it's 3-2. It's still not a whole lot of heat on you because you still can't be eliminated. Now you can win Game 6. But forget all that. Win Game 5 and end the series right there. Don't let the Heat send it to 6 because then that gives them a little bit more confidence. And if you're going to win it now. So I want to see the Lakers go in there, put their foot on Miami's neck, and close it out in Game 5 if they're going to do it. If they can't do that and the Heat going to send it to 7, I don't want this to be a 6-game series. I don't want the Heat to win on Friday and then lose on Sunday and it just be the Lakers winning 6. Forget that. Either Lakers win tonight, Game 5, or I want to see it go 7. I want to see Miami win Game 5 and Game 6 and send it to a 7th game so we get some drama out of this. But otherwise, let's finish this off on Friday night. So that's how I feel. That's my prognosis. So whoever's going to do something right now in Game 5. Y'all tell me what y'all think, and that's that. I'm about to eat this Uber Eats, then I'm going to sleep. Work on your game, DreAllDay.com.